Hello, James Lecturers, and welcome back to the video, and today we're going to be doing like a Bachmann Thomas and Friends set idea video. Hope you enjoy the video, and let's get this video started then. Yeah, so obviously like I've just been sort of saying, I have wanted to do this video idea for quite some time now. It's just going to be me going through the locomotives, what I've got, and talking about like what I think they should do for a set for him. Obviously, like, I might chuck in a few extras in a bit. But what I might do, what was I going to say? Oh, that's what I'm going to say. The idea where I got this from was from Sam's Trades, I think it were, when he did the video on the Hornby sets, what Hornby should bring out. And this is just me doing like Bachmann's like a Thomas version, because I said to him about Bachmann releasing some more Thomas sets over there just with Thomas all the time, because they're doing it with 8 gauge, so why can't they bring it back for double O gauge, if you know what I'm saying, or HS scale in Bachmann form. So yeah, I'm gonna flip the camera back round, back onto the layout. You are on the other tripod today, though, guys, because obviously I will be doing like a lot of talking, a lot of like showing off and stuff like that. At least that's what I was saying. I do apologise. But yeah, let's get this video started then, and I hope you enjoy this video. And let's get started then. I'll talk to you in a bit. Right then, guys, so the first set, what I think should be made by Bachmann, and this should be for the like at least next year's anniversary for Thomas. It's an idea what I've caught with quite recently. You're also going to hear him in a minute. But I think they should do something like this. They should include the Sound Thomas, or even better, they should include the DCC Sound Thomas, and then they should include it with Annie and Clarabelle. But on top of all that, they should include a special coach. I know that this is like the Flying Scotsman one, but what they should do is make like a special coach like this, like with the 8. In fact, I can take the thing off and show you. What I think they should do is put the 80th anniversary on there, where the Flying Scotsman bit is, and then they should put 1984 on there to 2025, obviously by next year. That's what I think they should do. And obviously, yes, we'll come with like a radius and track, which is obviously understandable with a Bachmann Thomas set. Whether it's a oval or whether it's an oval or like a circle. But how much would I say for this set if they did actually make it? I would say at least for this set, I would say at least about, I don't know, I would say about at least $200 at retail, maybe $250 if they include the sound one or the DCC sound one, sorry. But that's one of the ideas what I came up with. So I'm going to flip over to the next engine. Right then, so I think the next set should be, I do apologise for the mess by the way, guys, I've been sort of working on my layout again, and it's none other that if he can make it shot, then Edward. But it's not just Edward on his own, it's Edward and he comes with, obviously I don't want to use the same coaches as last time, but it should be like his branch line coaches, what he had in Edward's Exploit or something like that. I personally think that set would be amazing for like, older fans. I know that Bachmann at the minute I do like CGI stuff and stuff like that. And obviously I think Bachmann should really make this set, to be honest with you, because I think it would be a lovely set to just, I mean, even if they don't want to put the branch line coaches with Edward, they should put at least the red ones with him. So yeah, that's Edward. That's my idea for Edward's training. Oh yeah, the price for it. I would say for this one, again, I would say at least about $200 at best, and then $150 at retailers at best. For the full set, which is like a fucking circuit track, and I personally think they should do that. I don't know what I nearly said then, guys, I do apologise. But yeah, that's Edward. That's my idea for Edward. Right then, so the next engine, obviously I am going in number order first of all. So obviously the other engine who I've got in as well is none other than Henry. I personally think they should really do like either like a freight set for him, or at least like a flying kipper set. I know that I haven't got a flying kipper on him at the minute, but roughly something like this. You know, same shade of green as Henry, and then on top of that, a brake van at the back. Another one I would love to see with Henry is possibly like a log freight train. Like, because obviously he does like the forest and stuff like that, doesn't he? So that's another one I would love to see Bachmann possibly make with Henry. But like I said, if they don't put the wagons with him, put some like two log cars, roughly something like this. I should have really put two of these ones on because I think I've actually got two of these. I'm just gonna put roughly something like that with logs on it, and I know that Bachmann do make that, which I haven't got yet, but obviously you sort of get the idea. How much would I pay for? How much would I say for Henry's set? Obviously, because Henry is like nearly £100 anyway, or $100 or whatever. I would say at least for Henry's set, I would at least say $250, maybe $300 at best, and then maybe $250 at the retailer because there's a big engine, and then you get a controller. And then in Henry's set, you're gonna get an oval, like you're gonna get straight and curves, and then a controller as well. So that's Henry, guys. Right then, guys. So the next engine who I'm going to be showing off is none other than Gordon, the Express engine. He's been a bit dodgy lately. I personally think with Gordon, they should re-release this set with Gordon, and it's none other than his Express set. I know these are the Bachmann ones at the minute, but you sort of get the gist of what I'm sort of saying. I personally think if they really release this set for Gordon, it would be really amazing for not just for like modern day fans, but for like old fans as well, if you know what I'm saying. Because obviously everybody knows Gordon, they know what Gordon's like, and I personally think that this set with Gordon again. I think it should be an oval track, like I said for Henry, because obviously it's a bigger wheelbase. And again, for Gordon, I would say that roughly around the same price as Henry, which was $300 for the set. But then you get two express coaches, not the Horby ones, but the Bachmann ones, with that set. So that's Gordon. So we're obviously going to move on to my favourite character next, which you lot should know who that is. Right then, so obviously we're up to my favourite character now, and I personally think they should really bring this set. Obviously, I am kind of getting fed up of seeing this character with just Frit all the time. Yeah, it's mixed traffic engine, but it just seems to be that that's just a cheap way to do it, and it's none other than James. Obviously, I would love to see James with his express coaches, but I actually forgot to mention this. I would love to see these with Henry as well. Obviously, going for the same price for the, like I said, about Henry and Gordon. But with James, I would love to see this set, and I personally think it would be a beautiful set to have as part of the collection. And if James is strong enough to pull two Bachmann Express coaches, then it's quite simple. You just bug the red branch line coaches, basically these ones, but in the red. I personally think that would be good to do for James, because I personally don't think James gets enough love at the minute. I mean, yeah, fair enough, Bachmann doing it engage and stuff like that. But another thing what I've got to say to Bachmann is, obviously I've seen a lot of people say this, but obviously you've seen Bachmann's faces at the minute for the engines. I mean, yeah, I know that I said that James's face is growing on me, and it still is. All I can say, Bachmann, is update the face. That's all I'm asking for as well. And how much would I say for this set? If it was with these two express coaches, but with obviously Bachmann at Horby, I would say for this set, I would at least say $200, and then $150 or $160 at retailers. And then if it was like the branch line ones, I would say at least 150 for that, and then maybe knock it down to like 120 or something like that. So yeah, that's James. Gave out a shot. Right then, guys. So the next engine is possibly one of the worst Bachmanns actually ever made. I mean, it doesn't even fucking shoot. I mean, it doesn't even go, and it is kind of annoying because you have to like adjust him all the time. Again, I nearly swore then. I do apologise, but it's because this engine really infuriates me, and I'm just gonna say this now, right? Obviously, yeah, I'm gonna talk about what I think they should do with Percy first. Obviously, like set wise. What I personally think they should do is have Percy in the set with like 2 mail trucks and maybe a brake van. And I personally think that will be, you know, again, it would uplift a lot of old fans, new and old. But all I can say to Bachmann is upgrade your Percy, and I'm going to show you why I think they should upgrade him in a minute. Obviously, you've got a tank engine again, and possibly some small bits of rolling stock. And so I would say, at least for Percy, I would at least say 160 for the full set. Because obviously you get Percy, and then you get 2 rolling stock, and then you get a brake van, possibly. And then at retailers, it should be selling for about 120 at best. But what I'm going to say to Bachmann is, if Bachmann do watch this video, which I highly doubt it, I was going to say this now, right, everybody's been asking for it, update your Percy face. And plus the full body is just terrible. I mean, look. Oh, I didn't realise that when he shot then. He hasn't even got his back windows. And that hook there, I had to add that hook on myself, which is kind of infuriating when you pay what you pay for Percy, and you just feel like you're not getting your money's worth. So that's Percy. So we're gonna move on to the next entry, which is number 7. So I'll talk to you in a bit. Well then, guys. So the next one is none other. It needs a service. I think this guy does. I hope he ain't burnt out. It's none other than Toby. I personally think if they made this one, it would just be a basic set, which would include Toby and Henrietta, and maybe if Bachmann made her in HO scale, Hannah as well. I personally think that would sell really well, to be honest with you. Because obviously everybody knows Toby, everybody knows Hannah and Henrietta. How much would I say for these two and plus Hannah? I would personally say about roughly around the same price as Percy, which was $150. So there's that. So there you go. There goes Toby. I haven't run it for a while, to be honest with you guys. I think that's the reason why it's a bit sluggish. So we're going to move on to the next engine. Right then, guys. So obviously you can sort of see the next character in shot, kind of, and it's none other than Duck. Obviously, I need to rearrange the brake van. 1 minute. And again, I personally think if Duck was to come back into the range with his own set, that would be incredible, to be honest with you. And I personally think they should just do like a simple one like this, what I've got here, which is Duck with 2 troublesome trucks and a brake van. And again, I personally think because Duck's a bigger engine than Percy and Toby, it should probably sell for about $200 for the set. Another thing I would love to see from Bachmann is a close shave Duck. I don't think I said this about any of the others. No, I didn't. But I will talk about that later on. I personally think if they made a close shave Duck, it would sell. And realistically, all he would have to do is somehow make some sort of foam on his face, and then there you go, you've got a close shaved Duck. I don't think they will do that, but it's just an idea to put out there, just for people to, get an idea. But yeah, that's Duck, and like I said, $200 for the the RIP price, which that should be the proper price for it, and then about 150 at retailers. So yeah, that's Duck. Oops. Right then guys, so obviously this set one I'm about to show you is quite a pretty big set, to be honest with you, but there is a reason why it is going to be a big set. And the reason being is because it's none other than two Scottish twins, Donald and Douglas, when they come into shot. There you go. And I personally think if Bachmann was to release these two as a pack in a training set, I would love to see it, honestly. I mean, yeah, I know that I've got two of these twins, but I know a lot of people haven't got them. And I personally think if they make something like this, fans will go ballistic for stuff like this. How much would I say for these two, plus wagons, plus track, plus a controller? I would say at least 350. Let me explain why I'm saying 350. So you've got two tender engines, which usually for these two alone is nearly £200. And then you've got the rolling stock, which I don't feel any on really, to be honest with you. But at the same time, you just think to yourself, right, that's what you need to do. And then also you got the track, which again it's going to be an oval, it's not going to be a circle, and you've got your controller. So I say $350 for the whole set, and on top of that you get Donald and Douglas, like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces of rolling stock, a circuit track, and a power controller. And then like I said, maybe 300, maybe 250 at the retailers, maybe. So yeah, I mean, I did really think about like what I could use to put these lots together, and this is what I came up with, which we're quite happy that I came up with that one actually. So that's Donald Douglas. Right then guys, so we're looking at number 11 engine 9. It's none other than, I think you already know, it's none other than Oliver. And honestly God, like, I would love to see this set as I'm going to describe it. Obviously you've got Oliver, but what I would love to see Bachmann do is like paint his running board like how I painted it, to make it look like classic Oliver, and maybe put I don't know, Henry's wheels in it or something like that, so it's got a bit of height to it. Now you're probably wondering why the black truck. That's to resemble Scruffy. Obviously you don't really see much of Scruffy in the CGI, which I get that, but obviously to say it's the 80th anniversary next year, they should really put, because what I would love to see Bachmann do is because to say that they're making them for like kids and stuff like that, I would love them to make like a Scruffy where if you like pull the couplings, so say for instance, right, if you do something like this, what I'm about to do, boom, then it comes apart like he does in the actual episode. And then obviously you've got the usual 2 trumps and trucks, and then none other than Toby the brake van. Which, one thing I don't get with like Toby for instance, why wasn't Toad ever with Oliver in the Toby line, play rail or Toby, whatever you call it. Now the price for this one, I would say at least about $200, $250 maybe, and then maybe $160 at the retailers. That's my thoughts for this one. So that's Oliver. I'm gonna go forward. Right then guys, so there's another engine what I'm going to show you now, obviously, and it's none other than, you're going to see her in a minute, and it's her, it's none other than Emily. Emily is just going to be straight, and I know that Bachmann released this one years ago, but I would love to see this one back. And it's none other than Emily, but with the carriages. I would love to see that one back, honestly. And I think if they're going to bring it back, they should make it not just a circle, but an oval of track. Instead of like having a circle. I personally think that would be good for kids, and especially people who like to put the tracks under the Christmas tree. Because I personally, every time I look at Emily, that's what I think about. It's a Christmas tree. I know it might sound stupid, but look at the colour of it, you know what I mean? Like I said, the price for this one should be around $200 at best, and maybe $150, something like that at retailers. So yeah, just a nice quick one for Emily. Right then, so another set what I've got is Daisy and Ryan. And I would love to see this pack as a train pack, well, a train set, sorry. Because personally would love to see this. Maybe if Bachmann made it, maybe chuck Judy and Drew in there. Because honest to God, that would just be amazing to see these two as a pair. And then maybe call it like whatever brand sign they work on, or something like that. I would just love to see that, to be honest with you, because obviously this is going to be the first one I'm going to look at as well. I've got another one in my head, what I want to show you guys in a bit. But I would love to see these two as a set, and I would expect this one to be like $350 at best, and then maybe around, I don't know, $320 at the retailers at best. So yeah, so that's that set. For some reason Ryan's acting up. Go on, Ryan. So that's that set. Right then guys, so the next one I'm going to show you is none other than Rosie. One thing I'd love to see with Rosie is maybe have like the red coaches again with her. Because I personally think that would be an amazing colour scheme going for her. Because also I don't really know what to match up with Rosie. Or if Bachmann was gonna, yeah, because obviously you could always pair the red coaches up with the red Rosie as well, which I haven't got yet. But if Rosie was to come out, I would say at least about $200 at best for the full set. And again, it's going to be like a full circle one, because obviously Rosie's is still a small tank engine. And again, I personally think it should be like 100, maybe 200, sorry, for Rosie, some coaches, and a circle of track. So that's Rosie, nice and quick one for you. Right guys, obviously now I've got another locomotive on the track, and it's none other than when he comes in shot. For some reason he's acting very sluggish lately. Is he in shot? Kind of. I'll have to push him because for some reason he's acting very dodgy lately. But it's none other than DV's Diesel, and in my opinion, Bachmann needs to give Diesel his proper name back, because Grumpy Diesel to me just doesn't sound right. I just don't like the way it sounds when you call him Grumpy Diesel. But I personally think they should include this set and then maybe call it Diesel at the Harbour or something like that. I personally think that would sound really, really well. As for price, I would say roughly the same price as Rosie, maybe $200 or $150 at best. Because obviously Diesel is an 06 class 08 shunt, and then you got some more in stock, and then you got track, and you got a power controller. So that's Diesel. Oh, you moved now. Seriously. Anyway, I'm gonna just switch over, guys. Right, guys. Now we're on the last one, and this is one what I would love to see. No one in stock, just a special edition one, and it's none other than when they come in shot. There's Black James and there's the Green Thomas. It's none other than Adventure Begins, and I personally think they should make this as a set, which you get the Green Thomas, LBSC Thomas, and then you get Black James. Honestly, I don't know if I would buy it, to be honest with you, because obviously I've still got both locomotives, but at the same time I probably would, because I would just probably start somewhere. So obviously you've got these two, like I was saying, maybe throwing a bit of rolling stock with them. For these two and a bit of rolling stock and track, I would say roughly around, 260 for these two, and with some rolling stock and track, and then maybe 220 at retailers, because I personally think this set would just fly off the shelves if they ever made it for a special occasion, like they did with Bo, and like they did with some other people, well, other locomotives, sorry. So yeah, so say goodbye to Thomas and James. And yeah guys, I'm going to stop the video right here, and then I'm going to flip the camera back round, and I'm going to thank you all for watching. Alright, talk to you later guys. Right then guys, thank you for watching this video today. I hope you really enjoyed it, because I really did actually just come up with all these small ideas on what Bachmann could possibly make in the near future, instead of just making Thomas. I know that everybody knows Thomas and the sets and stuff like that, but instead of putting Thomas as the main focus all the time, put other characters in the spotlight. Like I said, I do apologise that I need kind of swear in some of the things, but I didn't realise what I was saying at the time. But yeah, obviously, if you want me to make like any more of these, like when I get some more narrow gauge locomotives, where I get some real life locomotive, not real life, like Stanley, Rebecca, so on, and whoever else coming out, then let me know down in the comments below, and let me know what you guys want to see as a set. Another one I actually had in mind, and I didn't really point this one out, was Duck and Diesel. That one would sell, I think. Like, you know what I mean? Like as I said about Thomas and James, what's on the layout right now, I personally think that would sell. I personally think what they should do when the adventure begins is have that as like a special set and sell it for like a certain price, a certain special edition, and if you get your hands on it, and I'm just gonna say it now, Bachmann, if you make the logo, don't make it like on the clean film when you peel the packaging off, because I noticed that's what they did on the what the hell? But probably part of packaging on the last one. But yeah, this was just an idea what I've had for quite some time now. I hope it really came across well, over the meaning of swearing a few times, but again, I do apologise for that. But it's just sometimes my Percy model just really annoys me. I try my best not to get annoyed at it, but it just keeps going and going and going. That's just from me, guys. Thank you so much for 384 subscribers. I've gained 4 subscribers, sorry, within the last couple of weeks, and I do appreciate that. Sorry. What's to say now? Well, like I said, thank you for watching the video today. Please subscribe to my channel because we're nearly at 385. I know that I do these. I mean, this might be a 380 special actually. Yeah, it could be a 380 special. Because obviously it ties in with what happened a few weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, with Thomas turning 40. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. See you again, then guys. Please subscribe to my channel, and I guess I'll catch you next time with whatever I've got planned next to do. Take care, guys, and I guess I'll see you next time. Alright, bye.